welcome to the Talkman Radio Show live. It is May 29th, and I gotta take a piss. I gotta be honest with you. Hello, everyone out there watching on 12 Ounce Sports, 12OunceSportsRadio.com, all that good stuff. And don't forget, like I always say every week, I gotta do my spiel. Gotta do it. Oh, there we go. Don't forget, you can find Talkman Radio and 12 Ounce Sports on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that. You can always subscribe to it. Like I said before, we're going to be getting back into YouTube when the season gets closer. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to take you to 12 Ounce Sports, 12OunceSportsRadio.com. A lot of good stuff here. That's my man. But down at the bottom, you can check out all this stuff. There's always the donate button. I always say if you can help out, if you're still, if you're still working, all that stuff. If this nonsense hasn't gotten to you, and you like what we do out here, consider donating. It helps us out. We can get equipment, things like that. That'll help us. Also, well, I'm going to go to one thing. Let's do the rundown first before we start. We got to do the rundown. We got to run it down. So tonight we are doing top 20 running backs, preseason rankings. It's going to change, of course, because I guarantee you one of the guys we'll talk about this week, one of the guys we'll talk about last week, and one of the guys we'll talk about next week. Next week we're probably doing wide receivers. Maybe we'll do tight ends after that, but I'll get into that later. One guy from all these groups is going to get nicked up just in the preseason. Watch, guaranteed. So we're going to do that. We're going to do t-shirt reveal. What? Oh, yeah. Doing it. Magazines we're going to talk about real quick. Top 20 running backs to talk about. Talkman talks tonight about, we're going to get into some truth. What is truth? I'll explain to you my version of it, and you can agree or disagree. I figure, we're going to talk about fantasy football for like 90% of the show. Get a little, talk about some other things too, especially the way things are now. Sometimes you got to get a little into the more meaningful things. And truth, if there's nothing, find something more meaningful than truth. You want to be with somebody who's the liner tits off to you? Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun situation, trust me. And then we're going to, I got a website for you. Got to show you this. And we're going to watch that for a minute. We're going to end on that. But that's the rundown so far. So what I do want to do is I want to go to Twitter and show you. See, I'm just doing that now. This is there we go. The 12 Ounce Sports mini catalog. It's mini, it's tiny. I've got new shirts for you out here in 12 Ounce Sports land. Check them out. Golf shirts, navy tees, classic white. These are just the new. See, they got them in the big 12 ounce, little 12 ounce in the corner, the golf shirt, and the regular tee. And if you use the promo code Talkman and said I can have a free shirt, nothing will happen. You will not get any discount. So go ahead and use it. Nothing's gonna happen. So that's the rundown and the t-shirt. And I've got a reveal for you this week. I went out and got a shirt. And I'm going to do the reveal for you right now. Got to do the reveal for you. Got to do it. Just got to do it. So get my music ready. Got to get my music ready for you guys. The Talkman Radio reveal music. You go, boy? You know, I had enough of YouTube. Everything's a freaking commercial with these guys.
The newest slots come to GoldenNuggetCasino.com.
They ruin everything. This YouTube ruins everything. Ruin my show. Ruin the reveal. So gay. Damn it. See, I can't even do it right now. It's actually not that bad down here. Yep. Well, that just happened, guys. Alright, we're done with that. Fucking YouTube. They fucking suck. So, yeah, this is the shirt from the Joe Rogan podcast with Alex Jones. I saw that. That's hysterical. If you haven't seen it, go to Joe Rogan. I don't know if I mentioned last week with the big deal he got. That was that podcast is out there. So yeah, I got this shirt from Infowars.com, Infowarsstore.com. It's a nice shirt, you know. I like the spaceship on it, and that's what he was wearing on the show, and I got it because it was cool. And I like all that stuff. I watch it. I work from home, so I can listen to Infowars when I get a chance. Sometimes I'm busy, and sometimes I just forget to put it on. But yeah, he's got some. And I was riffing with the 12-ounce crew was ripping me, and they put an Alex Jones meme up. I'm like, you know what? Okay, so I'll do you one better, and I'll get the shirt. There you go. So yeah, not a bad shirt. And I like Alex Jones. He's nuts. That's why you gotta love him. Out there, Frank. Come on, Frank. I need your help, Frank. I'm gonna eat your ass. Gay frogs, all that stuff. It's good stuff. So okay, we got the t-shirt reveal. Magazines. We're gonna be looking at magazines soon. That's good. That's usually my first. Let's get this thing out of there. Yeah, we're gonna be getting magazines soon. When they come out, I go and check in June. Usually they're done by now, but I don't know. Especially with this shit going on, you can't go. I mean, I like to go to my local magazine shop. There's always a little guy behind the counter in a little magazine shop. Every neighborhood has one. The little guys had their magazine shop where you can buy cigars for like 50 years. They're all gone. You got to go to Walmart and get them. I've talked about that so much that I'm not going to get into it tonight. But yeah, probably have to go to Walmart and get them. I think you can order them online, but there's certain ones I get. Maybe I'll show you my. Actually, go to my YouTube channel, Talkman Radio on YouTube, and you can go look at last year's and the year before. I think last year's was the two I got really good. Didn't help me because I made stupid picks, but the magazines themselves were really good. I have a lot of information in there. I'll probably get the same ones, maybe add a new one in there this year, but we'll probably do that. We're gonna do it both on the show and on YouTube. So the YouTube channel is gonna get back to work pretty soon. And I mean, we would have been going to local bands and stuff like that. Like if anybody follows the channel out there, my YouTube channel, you understand that I do local bands and put their songs out there. And since I'm in Jersey, the communist state of Jersey, you see, like the haircut? Yeah, don't tell anybody. The Stasi will come and get me because I got a haircut. And yeah, I think the guy just gave me like the Malcolm X. He didn't even use like haircuts. He like scissors. He just used a buzzer on the whole thing. I'm like, all right, guess we're doing that now. But it was outside. It was nice. Guy had a good setup. So yeah, we're gonna be doing magazines soon. very soon, hopefully. Next week we're doing wide receivers. Probably the week after that, I'll go out and I'll have some videos for you on that. So we'll see. But first, we got to do who do you think's playing before Jazz Sports comes on? Vikes Bucks. Little Vikes Bucks for you. And we're watching. And this is Jazz Sports. Looking for some fun? Check out Jazz Sports Sportsbook Casino and Racebook. At Jazz Sports, you can bet on almost anything, as you can see right here. Almost anything, except for live sports. But you can play casino games. They do have horse racing, even esports league like this. You can bet on. That sounds like a good time. Check it out. Check out Jazz Sports right there for you. Use the promo code 12OUT when you do. That's 12OZ Sports. And you will receive 150% deposit bonus. So check out Jazz Sports and get ready for lots of opportunities and lots of fun. Look at it. You're going to have a great time with it. Especially since, there's no real sports on. At least you get this. Promo code 12OUT. Don't forget, 12OZ Sports for 150% deposit bonus at Jazz Sports. So, now we're going to get to the crux of the matter. Top 20 running backs. What are you doing? What are we doing? We're doing this. There we go. There it is. Now, obviously, 9 out of 10. You see? What's all this about? Freaking computers. 9 out of 10 books and guys online and whoever you watch are going to make McCaffrey your number one running back. And I tell you the truth, I'll make him your number one running back too. And what I'm talking about is PPR aspect. Maybe not so much if you're in just standard with no PPR, but PPR, he's the king. Would I take him with the number one pick? Yes. But I would try and get picks I would try and trade down and grab some extra picks. That would be my strategy if I did get the number one pick. Because as much as I think he's going to have a really good year, I don't know if I don't see him doing the same thing he did last year. That was just ridiculous. It was. Every game, I played against him twice. And he had 41 game and 30 something the other game. And that wasn't even like that was his third best game and fourth best game. It wasn't even his best games. And he just blew me away. Him, and that was it. I'm like, all right, I need somebody to kind of hang with this guy. No, my guy's got 12 points. It was disgusting is what it was. So, do I think he's going to do as well as last year? No. There's going to be some regression. I don't think that Carolina wants to use him as much as they kind of had to use him last year with Cam Newton going down, and then, Kyle Allen was in there, who played okay, but I don't think they want to do that with him. We're going to run him 20 times, we're going to throw it to him 10 times, and he's going to be the whole offense. Maybe they do. I doubt it, and I would be worried a little bit about just burying him with usage. So if I had the number one pick and nobody would give me a decent offer, I would take it. I wouldn't. I would take him over everybody just from the PPR aspect. So he's my number one. But I would aggressively try and trade that pick to get something that maybe the 3 and whatever else you can get. I probably would, if you're gonna get the number 2 pick. That's tough. You'd have to negotiate. I don't know if anybody would want to give you number 1 and the number 2 pick and then number 19 pick. Would that be? I don't know if you can get that, but you probably get 1 and 3, which would just be the 22 pick. So a lot of interesting conversations would come about, but it's hard to see a lot of people moving. I mean, you never know. That's the thing about this. You never know. And it's so hard to make trades. I mean, forget mid-season trades. Trading when you're at the draft, that's difficult. Because people, I don't know. Fuck him. I don't like him. I don't know. He always screws me. That guy always wants too much. It always becomes a bunch of bullshit. Get a couple people drunk though, and you got a shot. Talkman's advice of the day. So yeah, he's number one. You kind of have to go with him, especially in PPR. My number two, and I'll explain this as well. I don't want to get into this too much. My rationale. I want to give a couple quick points, but I do like him as number two because the guys behind him have injury issues. That's why I put him at number two, pretty much, period. Saquon Barkley got hurt last year. I'm not a big fan of guys coming off injury. Now, he came off injury and did well, especially in the playoffs. But if he starts turning into a guy who misses a couple games each year, it kind of hurt. Man, this hurts. I don't like that. I slipped in the shower. All that bullshit. It's still a little up in the air. If I had the number two pick, I would most likely take Elliott. Even though they added a lot of they added CD Lamb, Andy Dalton. Not that I see him making much of an impact unless Prescott decides he doesn't want to play or not sign his contract. But I think with McCarthy there, his offense is going to get things straightened out a lot, and I think they're going to use him a lot more. I actually think his usage is going to go up. That's just my opinion. But I like him catching the ball more. I like them getting the ball in his hands more outside of just the running game. So I like his PPR as well. 2 years ago, he had monster season, just monster. Led the league in rushing, and I think he had 75 catches. I mean, there were games where I had 10 catches. So there you go, 10 more points for you. Okay, we'll take it. So he's my number two, just because he doesn't get injured. I love that. That's my big thing. Don't tell Brandon Cooks. Number three, we're looking at Saquon Barkley. Even though I just said he gets hurt a little bit, and you have Kamara behind him, who hasn't really been hurt. He did get hurt a little bit last year. And you've even got Derrick Henry, who I don't think anyone's ever scratched him. But you got to go with the Saquon at number three, just because he's such a big part of that offense. When he's in there, now you got hopefully you can get Jones to take a step up, and you have Barkley there just ready to be the guy that we give the ball 20 times, we throw it to him 7 or 8 times. And when we're ahead, we lean on this. We just give him this guy the ball. He breaks when he pushes us further ahead, and we run down the clock at the same time. I think that's what they want to do. We'll see. I could be wrong. They might want to throw the ball all over the place with Daniel Jones. I doubt that with this guy in the backfield, but he's my number three. Very close between him and Elliott. The only thing separating those two is the injury factor with him the year before. The other guy never gets hurt, and this guy got hurt last year. That is the only factor that drops him to number three. That's really it. I mean, you get any of these top three guys you're doing fine. And number four, you got to go with Kamara. You got to go. I mean, despite the fact that he missed a couple games last year, he is in an offense that is just so. Everything about that offense is good. There's not much you could say that. I have a problem with what? What's the problem? Cops? What cops? I don't see no cops around here. Nothing's happening. We're good to go. You know what I mean? Name me a flaw in that offense. The line, maybe a little bit. Not really. The quarterback, maybe he got hurt a little bit. He's getting old. Okay, when he's in there, they're fine. They got the one of, if not the best wide receivers. They got a tight end that played well last year. Even the backup quarterback, he's not there no more. Now they got Winston. But everything about this offense is just fine. I don't see any problems at all with this. So, yeah, he's my number 4. Even though he does split time a little, they do like to give some time to the backup running back, like Lamont Murray last year. A little bit, especially when he got hurt. He took off. Yeah, it's just you're doing just fine with him. You're doing just fine. So I don't see any problems with that offense. That's why he's number 4. Now, number 5, preseason rankings. Remember, we're not drafting tomorrow. This monster is number 5. He does not get you the PPR. He doesn't get that for you. Maybe he'll catch a few more passes this year. Don't know. We'll wait and see what happens with that. It would be good. It would be super. I mean, if he became a 50 catch guy, I mean, he goes up to number 3. He definitely leapfrogs at least 1, maybe 2 of those guys. Maybe. If he catches like 50 balls, because you got to figure one of those catches, he's going to break one of them. Even though, I mean, what does he catch? Like 30 balls, 35 balls? Give him another 15, 20 balls on top of that. He'll break one of them. He'll go, what? He's got to juke out a safety or a cornerback to go 80. And on top of that, he's like super fast. So, yeah, he's number 5 because number 1, he doesn't get hurt. He's another guy. Cannot hurt this guy. He's got some beast. So, he's my number 5. He is touchdown dependent, but they give him the ball. If they're within the 5-yard line, he's getting the ball. Done. It's a done deal. So, that's where we're going with him. We're going with him at number 5. Moving on to number 6. Now, people are going to start having issues with me already, I'm sure. But this is my number 6. This is who I like at number 6. We're going Nick Chubb. Gotta like Nick Chubb. I think he's a good young running back. They're getting better on they're beefing up that offensive line to help Mayfield out, but also to help this guy out as well. And, you upgrade that offensive line. That's going to help him. He had 1,400 yards last year, only 8 touchdowns. I mean, I say only 8, but still, 8's pretty good. He can easily get into double digits. Easily. The Kareem Hunt thing, I'm not really that worried about him unless he gets hurt and Hunt blows up. Then when he comes back, you might be looking at some kind of committee. But he would have to get hurt first, which I don't see. Yeah, that minimal. I don't see that as a big issue with him yet. I mean, I haven't seen him going down too much, but he's number 6. I like, and he can catch the ball a little bit. He could work on that. That would be a nice boost for him if you were to take him and he starts catching 7-8 balls a game, even for a couple yards each, just to show that okay, you got to watch out for this guy too. And on top of that, he's he can run like a crazy person. So I do that picture right there does show that he's in a tough division. The division's not easy. So you gotta watch out for those games against the Ravens, Pittsburgh as well, Cincinnati. You probably get a couple, at least a 100-yard game out of Cincinnati, but those guys are kind of tough. You're in a tough division there, but you got to run the ball to win the games. And I like him as number 6 because he's pretty good. That guy's pretty good right there. Number 7, dropping this guy a little bit. I've seen him up a lot higher than this. I mean, I've seen him at 4. I've seen him at 3. I've got him at 7. He's still most likely a first-round pick, if not first round, top of the second round. So I don't see any issues. My issues with him are, like I've said before, I don't like guys who get hurt. This guy gets hurt every year. Now, if you had him last year, he did great. He really did. He really did do excellent for you. But then he got hurt again. Kind of like Carson Wentz got hurt again, but he got hurt in the playoffs. Cook got hurt what week was it? I think it was like week 14 or something like that. It was late in the year, but he did get hurt again. And, I'm just, when he plays, he's really freaking good. But when if he's going to be missing games for you, especially when you're putting out a first round pick, not a big fan of that. Just not a big fan of that. So, great player. When he's in there, he's a beast. When he's not in there, you're pissed. But I still got him at number 7. And he's a PPR monster. He just throw the ball, he just goes. Now we're looking at number 8. Number 8, bleh. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones at number 8. Again, I like the offense he's in. Another guy, little bit of an injury history. Didn't show it last year. I think, he got hurt at the end, I believe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But during the regular season, he did just fine. He did just fine. Probably if you had him last year, if he didn't get you a bye, got you in the playoffs, most likely. With all those, what do you have, 20 touchdowns last year? I don't know about him getting 20 touchdowns, but why not double digits? Outside of any injuries, why not double digits? They use him, they use him as a goal line back. They throw to him, so he can catch touchdowns. He can get touchdowns in all kinds of different ways, from the 40-yard line to the 4-yard line to catching the ball from the 30-yard, any way you want. And the offense is good, and there's not too many other guys. You have Davante Adams, Aaron Rodgers, and this guy, and that's it. There's not too many other guys. Lazard's going to come out of nowhere and 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns for the year? I don't think so. Could happen. Don't think so. So, you've got the three-headed monster here with Rodgers, Adams, and this guy. And I'll go with this guy. And I'll go with this guy at 8. This guy, but you got to give it to him someday. Someday you'll give it to him. There he is. Joe Mixon. With the incoming quarterback they've got, and they upgraded, you're getting AJ Green back, which will make defenses say, whoa, wait a minute. Got this guy on the outside. We gotta respect this guy. Despite the fact that he's 31, coming off an injury, still got to respect this guy. He's still got the physical attributes. What, he's 6'4"? He's got a big catch radius, so that'll back him up a little bit, just enough to get this guy. I mean, even without him last year, without AJ Green, and much of a threat of throwing the ball, he did pretty good. He had a pretty good year last year. Somewhere 1,300 yards, something like that. Not bad. And catches the ball, too. PPR, you got to love it. So, I'm just worried about this guy doing something stupid and then getting kicked out or something like that. Like punching a girl or something like that. Giving a girl the old knuckle, feeding her the old knuckle sandwich. Yeah, not a big fan of that. And not a big fan of when the guys on my, guys I draft do it. Some October evening in Cincinnati nightclub. Some girl doesn't like him pinching her ass, so he gives her a little smack. Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need in our first round pick, the early second. So, he's sketchy, but if you take a wide receiver, good pick in the second round, especially early, mid. So that is number 9, and rounding out the top 10. Still got 10 more to go. Don't worry about it. Josh Jacobs. Really like this guy. I liked him last year. He did well as a rookie. I think they're going to progress as an offense this year with Derek Carr back there. I mean, Gruden does keep the offense pretty safe, which means that he does get high. Carr completes a lot of short passes, passes that are high percentage, so he can grab some of that. He can get swing pass, the little dump off pass. My old manager's favorite play in football, the dump off. He can do that. He can do that just fine. On top of that, he's a good running back. He's a really good running back. If you watched him last year, I had him on my team. I got to see him. There were games where, 100 yards in the first half. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, this guy's what? This guy sucks? This guy's pretty good. I think he did do that against Green Bay, though. Green Bay had a shitty run defense. But he's still a good running back, and the division he's in, maybe you can run on Kansas City a little, maybe. Denver, I'm not looking to run on them too much, but we'll see. Each year's a new adventure. But I like him to round out my top 10. I think you do well with him in PPR and him running the ball. Just don't get hurt, which I didn't see him get hurt last year. I don't think he did. He might have missed like half a game, one game. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Last year was kind of a blur for me. If you watch the show, you know. Number 11. Now we're getting into some of the guys. Hey, what about this guy? Here's a what about this guy. Austin Ekeler. What about Austin Ekeler? What about Bob? Kind of like him. It's the question with him is when he was in there, when Melvin Gordon was not playing, he was like the number one running back in the league. He was, just 30-point game. Now, how much of that goes to, it's the backup running back, so who cares? And then he comes out there and says, hey, doing all this stuff. And whoa, who's that guy? Getting 30 points a game. They weren't expecting it, and there you go. And that happens. They're not expecting that. They're not expecting. Sorry about the double negative, but they're not expecting Austin Ekeler now. Now they know who he is. They know what he does. They know he's the main guy. They know he catches the ball out of the backfield. You have to defend him in the passing game. So I don't see him as being the number one running back again. I don't see that. Could happen. Don't think it will happen. I think at number 11, he can have some big games. He does the issues with him are, okay, you're the number one guy. What are you going to do? I understand that you can catch the ball pretty well. Can you run between the tackles though? Are we going to use you to, melt the clock down? He had some good running games last year. Can you do it consistently? We'll find out. You also have Tyrod Taylor back there. Another guy, 10 for 11 for 96 yards for the game. So are you going to be, that means, if he's going to be taking the short passes, granted that could help him get some PPR. He's going to be getting dump off 6-7 times in the first half. Yeah, it's great. But teams are going to get wise to that, and that's all you're going to be getting is PPR points. Very, very few touchdowns. Maybe you break one. I don't know. But, yeah, about 10 or 11 I got him at. We'll see what happens. A lot of question marks around this team. And behind old Mr. 10 for 11 for 96 yards is a rookie. A rookie I like, but still a rookie. All right, number 12. Another guy. Question marks. I understand they added one of the top wide receivers in the league. That being said, you still got a second-year quarterback. Is he going to make progressions? Maybe. If he does, that's great. This guy could pop and be a top 5 running back. He could be a top 5 running back, this guy. Easily. He catches the ball. He can run the ball. but the offense is going to be a little different this year. You got a new wide receiver in there. You got a second-year quarterback. Is he going to take steps forward? Is he going to take a step back? We don't know yet. He doesn't have the pedigree. Is that the right word I'm looking for? He doesn't have the longevity to say, oh, well, just pencil him in for 30 touchdowns, passing, 4 or 5 rushing, 4,500 yards. You can't pencil that in with this guy. I know people want to, but you can't really do that. And the quarterback is a straw that stirs the drink with any offense. So that's why I have him at number 12. Because he could blow up, but he could also maybe not so much. Maybe he's not. You don't know what's going to happen. There's too many question marks with that offense. Not that the offense is bad. It's just you don't know yet. So I'm a little more conservative in that, and we're going with Kenyon Drake at number 12. At number 13, God, I gotta piss. I really gotta piss. I should have pissed before. We're going up. This guy's going up. Miles Sanders. I'm in the Philly area. I'm South Jersey. I really think that this guy could be. Who can I compare him to? He's not going to be Christian McCaffrey. That's overselling it. But and he's not going to be a Dalvin Cook, but like a level below a Dalvin Cook is his ceiling, I think, because he can catch the ball. They throw the ball a lot here. He can break tackles. He can run the ball. He's a good running back. Put it all together, you do have now the quarterback has to stay healthy. That's why he's in the group of I don't know. The quarterback stays healthy, the sky's the limit for this guy. I mean, you're looking at 60, 70 balls caught and 1,200 yards rushing, easily double-digit touchdowns if you factor in, the screen passes and the dump offs and maybe the 10, 15 yards, that he breaks. You're easily looking at double-digit touchdowns right there, easily. But quarterback goes down. Now you got a rookie in there. Now what? The two main guys are a rookie quarterback thrown to a rookie wide receiver with Miles Sanders caught in the middle. That could be an issue. But looking up, he's got big upside. Now I'm in the film. Gotta take him. And they're gonna Oh, hello. We're back. God damn this thing. I gotta do something about this microphone. Every Friday, it seems this thing goes fucking haywire. Anyway, we've got 18 minutes to go. Let's finish this up. So, Girly, and I dropped my book. So annoying. All right, here we go. So Gurley's at number 14. We'll try and move this along now. I think him coming back, he'll be fine with a year back from the injury. Le'Veon Bell, number 15. Or is that number 16? Yeah, number 15. I mean, PPR, he knows he can get his PPR. I think they did they did do some work on the offensive line, which will help. That'll be better for him in terms of running the ball. But I think his style worked with Pittsburgh. I don't know if it works with the Jets. We're going to have to find out. I mean, just giving him the ball isn't really something that's just going to make him get you 1,400 yards on the ground or 1,200 yards on the ground. Pittsburgh had a way to make it work, and they do not have the way to make it work as well as it did in Pittsburgh. You're not going to get what you got out of him in Pittsburgh. They had better offensive coordinators there than they do with the Jets. It's just the way it is. I mean, he can catch 80 balls, but you're only going to get maybe 1,000 yards out of him rushing. I mean, that's still good. He'll still probably be a top 10 running back just with the PPR aspect, but I don't know. Not a big fan. I would stay away from him. I'm not big on him. Number 16. This guy was like number in the top 10 last year, but he got hurt again. They do run the ball a lot. They like to run the ball a lot in Seattle. So you gotta like his. He's always got his his floor is always very high, due to the fact they love to run the ball over there. And would I take him in the second round? Yeah, maybe, probably. If I get stuck with, not stuck with, but if I take a wide receiver in the first round, and it's midway through the first round, I can see coming around and grabbing a Chris Carson as my number one. Now, would I be totally happy with that? It's a little, you're taking a little bit of a risk with the injury, but the volume he gets is second to Derrick Henry, Ezekiel Elliott, Josh Jacobs, maybe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, maybe, but that's about it. They run the ball pretty much on par with all those guys, and he runs it the most. So that's your number 16. Number 17, dropping just due to the fact that they keep bringing in so many other running backs on this team, and they're going to run the ball. So what's going on here? The hell's going on with him? Mark Ingram. And he got vultured a lot with Lamar Jackson last year in the red zone. Yeah, I was not a big fan of that. He had a good year. Buried me up when I played him. I think he had 2 touchdowns rushing, 100 yards now. It was fun. But, still, I got to drop him a little bit just due to the fact they're bringing in running backs. They drafted Dobbins. They drafted Justice last year, whoever that guy was. And they have him and they have Lamar Jackson running the ball. The freaking quarterback got 1,200 yards rushing. What are you doing? What's going on here? So I like him at number 17, and I'm what do kids say now? I'm fading him. Fade that. Okay. Well, this is supposed to be Devin Singletary. He's my number 18. I like him as a guy going up. I don't know what's going on here, but that's my number 18. Number 19, another guy going up, I think. All they've been doing is talking bad and talking shit on this guy, trying to get rid of this guy. Nobody wants him. I think he's in the mood to take back he played well his rookie year. I think he had 1,100 yards and double-digit touchdowns. Him and the defense got them to the AFC Championship. Could win the AFC Championship, but got him there. And I think if he's serious and he's focused, I can see him getting back to 1,200 yards, double-digit touchdowns. And I like him, and you know, you got time to prove it. Time to prove it. And you come out there and do your thing. And he caught a lot of balls last year compared to what he did the years before. I think they're going to try and make, and you got the same quarterback there. You got some stability there. You got some stability in the wide receiver crew. So I think he's ready to have a good year, possibly a really, really good year. But, you know, is his head on right? I don't know. You want to take a chance on that? Depending on where you pick him, I could see him being somebody you can get third round, maybe end of third round, and be a big part, be a good part of your team. Or you could blow the whole thing up. Don't know. And number 20, rounding it out. This guy. And I'm going to make a prediction now. He's going to move up basically because of the team he's on. That's it. I mean, he's a good player, but he's on a team that puts up so many freaking points that it's hard to say, you know, he's not going to move up. You know, especially if he wins the number one job. Is he going to do Kareem Hunt? What Kareem Hunt did? I had Kareem Hunt. What a fun year that was. I mean, just every week, just blowing people away. I had him, DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know, my team was bonkers. I also had Deshaun Watson throwing to him during that whole. It was a nightmare for everybody who played me. But that was then, and this is now. And I like him as number 20, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Possibly, if he gets the number one pick, if he gets the number one job, moving up. I'm moving on up. I can't sing. That's it. Top 20 running backs. Boom, done. That's what's up. And I'll show you what's really up. My bookie's what's up. There it is. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Except real sports. My bookie's the best online sports gambling site around. They have up-to-the-minute odds for college, pro games, live racing from all around the world. MyBookie has an online casino for you to play at, including some of the most beautiful live dealers you've ever seen. You got to check it out. Go to MyBookie and use the promo code 12OunceSports. Again, that's 12OZ Sports for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. It's like having a casino in the comfort of your own home. Just sitting there playing while you're on, just playing your underwear. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee you that. MyBookie is the place you want to be. Go check out MyBookie and do not forget, if you're in the Netherlands, do not forget to use the promo code 12OunceSports. That's 12OZ Sports for a deposit bonus up to $1,000. That is MyBookie. Check it out. Now, we're done with, for the most part, we're done with fantasy football. I've got a couple more minutes left. I want to talk to you about a couple things. And then I got another thing I want to read, and I want to show you a website. But we'll do that at the end. Talkman's going to talk tonight about truth, which I consider one of, if not the most important thing that you can have in your life, in your friends, in your partner, in your marriage, in your girlfriend, boyfriend, blah, 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 whatever you want to call it. You got to have people around you who speak the truth to you. And I hate when people say this because and I'll give you a little tip right now. If somebody tells you this is my truth, what they're telling you is this is my bullshit. This is my fucking lie that I live with, and I'm gonna put it on you, and you're gonna believe it because it's my truth. And I'm kind of forcing you to believe it because it's my truth. This is what I believe, and most of the time it's bullshit. They're full of shit. People will tell you that. There's the truth. That's it. And there's a lot of people out there who like what we're going through right now. But like I said, I've been telling you guys, for the last since all this bullshit started. I've been ragging on this. I've been giving you the canary in the coal mine analogy with me being in New Jersey and what's coming out of that to places, to a town, state near you. Trust me, you don't want it. You don't fucking want it. And one thing that I've noticed about all this shit that's going on is they're all bullshitting you. It's all bullshit. Everything they're telling you is bullshit. Everything you see on the news is pretty much bullshit. And you got to be able to discern what the hell's going on. Who's being honest and who isn't. There's a guy, I don't know who said this quote, but it's God's honest truth. When someone's telling you a lie, you can tell because it just sounds different. And I'm paraphrasing that. I'm probably not getting it right either. But that's how you can tell people that the truth sounds different from a lie. I think that's the way it goes. Great saying, and it's true. Because that really is true. Because you can just tell people are bullshit. That guy's full of shit. That guy's totally full of shit. I know he's full of shit. You just know. So, like I said, I know I'm wearing this. And you probably think I'm fucking out there. Any of the 12-ounce sports, they all think I'm out there anyway. But that is the most important thing that you can have in your life right now, especially right now. Times like this, you need to have the truth around you. You got to have it. And if you don't have it, you're going to be lost and you're going to fall down some kind of rabbit hole. If you don't make it out, that's a problem because that's probably why they got you in that rabbit hole to begin with, not to get you out. And there's a lot of people around here, especially in Jersey, that are falling into these holes because they said, "No, well, don't worry, in a couple of weeks, everything will be fine." Blah 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 blah. That was 2 months ago, and now people are out of jobs. So the truth is, in my opinion, is the most important thing that you can have in your life. And that's just, that's my opinion. You can say I'm full of shit. Say whatever you want. I really don't care. But, yeah. And these days, you can tell when shit gets bad and people start bullshitting you, get the hell away from them. You need the truth in your life. And you need people around you that tell you the freaking truth. Don't bullshit you. So that's it. That's my my little rant on the truth. And with that, the truth is sponsored by by CNN. It's sponsored by BiscottiGourmet.com. What? The truth is owned by a cooking company. Yes. And Love is Nice will be coming back. I can't wait for that. I really do like that part of the show. Love is Nice. That's coming back, and that's definitely a part of the show that's sponsored by BiscottiGourmet.com. But the Truth Fest, the Talkman Talks part of the show, segment of the show is going to be sponsored by BiscottiGourmet.com for now. BiscottiGourmet.com offers a new take on an old Italian tradition, a soft-baked mini biscotti, and a ton of delightful flavors. And lemon is my favorite, and it's back. So I'm going to order some lemon soon. Actually, well, I get to eat the lemon. I do get some lemon sent to me. Go to BiscottiGourmet.com and use the promo code TALKMAN. This is a different promo code because I know it wants Biscotti Gourmet. So we're going to use this promo code. It's TALKMAN for 20% off your order. It's great. They're delivering now. If you put your order in, You'll get it pretty soon. Go check out the site, and you'll see the flavors that are around right now. Any flavor is a wonderful compliment with your coffee in the morning, or as a guilty pleasure treat. Check out Biscotti Gourmet Treats. BiscottiGourmet.com. Sorry, I messed that up. This is my thing on the truth. I wanted to show you this little thing on the truth. Here, I'm moving that over. Check this out. TecmoBull.org. Go check it out. Watch this. They do the first. I'm going to show you the first drive. There it comes. This is the first drive of Super Bowl 54. What are you doing? What's going on around here? This is the first drive of Super Bowl 54. I probably wouldn't have gotten this done if my microphone wouldn't have went out. What? Wait, let's see if I can fix the audio on this. This is the first drive of the Super Bowl. Check it out. Those are the guys. Mostert, Coleman. We gotta go. We gotta shut the show off now. Buddy, go check it out. It is TecmoBull.org. Check it out. You can get the game yourself. Have a go, and that's the end of the show. Goodbye.